What's up, guys? This is Bobby Douglas, and this is just the second half of the Elite Eight game from 2019 between Duke and Michigan State, where we're taking a look at Michigan State point guard Cassius Winston. Started off slow in the first half, but he really came on towards the end of the first half, as we saw in the last video, and he'll continue his good play in the second half here as he ultimately helps Michigan State clinch a Final Four berth over this loaded Duke team. So I'm excited to watch the second half, and let's get right into it. And here we go. Winston's in the weak side corner right now. He's going to get the ball in that pin down. And again, right there, that was a set play out of the timeout, and they ran it perfectly. It was just a little misdirection screen. And Aaron Henry made a nice cut. Winston with an on-the-money feed. And easy 2 points for the Spartans coming out of halftime. Very nice set play. Tom Izzo is one of the best coaches at coming out of timeouts, coming out of halftime, just being really just drawing really solid plays up out of game stoppages. That's something that he's really good at. Winston missed a pull-up three right there, but again, that's a shot I'm comfortable with him taking because usually he's very on the money with those. And so I'm not really worried about that. But that's a shot I do enjoy. I do like to see him taking. Here comes Winston again. It was basically the same action. They are trying to do the similar thing, but this time it's a little screen and roll. Winston with a nice feed to Goins, and Goins is going to, whoa, Zion just came out of nowhere and blocked that shot. Looks like we got a foul coming up, so I'll skip these free throws. And Winston's going to be on Trey Jones. On the ball right here. Let's see what happens. Winston's following Jones around. Again, doesn't really have to be super glued to him on the perimeter just because he's not really a shooting threat. RJ Barrett's looking for someone. They got the Jones. Let's see what they do. 12 on the shot clock. See what he does here. And again, they're willing to give up that three. Jones missed it again. Winston did a nice job contesting. Not really much to do there. But that time there's Zion just kind of playing bully ball. So again, you could see Trey Jones kind of extending that pressure on Winston, not really letting him touch the ball in the backcourt on that last play off of the Zion free throw miss. That time, that was just a nice action for Michigan State. Winston to Henry off the curl, and then Henry hit Tillman, I think, along the baseline. Nice action from Sparta right there. Got more free throws here, so I'll skip these. And Zion missed another free throw. And here comes Winston along the ball. Good forward pass to Henry. Henry with a really nice find. Download for Goins, and Goins finishes with the layup right there. That all starts because Winston's, Izzo, they weren't really considered a fast-playing team before Winston got there. Winston kind of just made them become a fast-paced team. And Izzo, credit to him, he really just let Winston run this team the last 2 years. And that offense became really effective and really high-flying and pace-oriented. Winston again. Again, he's just hustling up the floor. And let's see what they do here. Oof. So here's Winston on Jones, and they can kind of hide him defensively in this game. And I think he will have to be hitting a lot in the NBA on defense just because of that frame. And just overall, he just doesn't really have that dog mentality when it comes to defense. But luckily, he's on Trey Jones, who's just really just not a threat offensively in this game. Ooh, they wanted that right there. They wanted Nick Ward on that roll. I don't know how that's not a foul. Here comes Duke, though. Again, so right there, just just the lack of effort right there. Winston probably should have cut him off baseline, or at least tried to. He just kind of got out of the way. It looked like he was trying to avoid picking up a foul, so I'm not really a huge fan of that. That's a nice little drop and bounce pass to Nick Ward, though, from him on the following play, and he gets that one to go. Here's Winston pushing the pace again. Let's see what he does. Oh, we might have had Ward on the... Yep, there you found it. So yeah, Duke's pretty much hard hedging every single ball screen that Winston faces, just trying to bother him with the length. He's done a pretty good job not screwing reads up or turning the ball over out of those situations, but it has stifled him a little bit. Got another foul here, and that's a media timeout, so we'll skip this and the free throws here. Could have been a lane violation on Nick Ward right there. Nicky stepped in with his left foot. So that was a nice little play from Winston. So Winston hit Ward in the high post, and he immediately set a pin down for Goins, and they looked like they wanted a three-point attempt for Goins. But I do like that Winston kind of does have that selfless attitude where he's willing to go set screens on bigger defenders. Right there, missed the floater / layup. Probably should have finished that. Good job getting on the floor right there and coming up with the ball and then getting it to a teammate. But he is unselfish in that he'll go and set screens to open up shooters. He's just really all about winning on the offensive end. I really do like that about him. Good drive and kick right there. Maybe he could have gotten a step more into the lane and maybe gotten a shot up, but didn't hurt the Spartans as they got the two there. Again, Winston on Jones. You can see how far they're cheating up. They don't really value him as a shooter. Almost got another steal right there as well. But again, he's just very, off the ball especially, he's just very handsy. Ooh, that time he looked like he wanted to set Trey Jones up. Let's see what he does here. And he's going to knock that one down. Again, that's just a really high-level shot from Winston. Just, again, coming off the screen, just a little bit of a curl. Only needs an inch of space to rise and fire, and that jump shot is just so smooth that he can really just get it up from the perimeter over anyone, I would say. Just with an inch of space. And he's so good at creating that space with the screen because he comes off of picks tight. Good find to Henry right there. Just missed a three. Ward should have finished that. So Winston's playing inside the three-point line. Looks like he's trying to get an opportunity if they get a high post touch to try and dig down. Good job getting over that screen by Winston right there. Then good job calling out the switch and staying on Barrett. And really good defensive possession from Winston right there. He stayed strong. He wasn't really straight up, but just in that situation when you're dealing with a 6'7" wing who's going to be a top 3 pick in the draft, I mean, that's a pretty good defensive stand from him. Not the most technically sound, but he's just a winner, and he makes a solid play. Like to see him get in his stance a little bit earlier on that possession, or on that little pass to Trey Jones. So again, look at Winston just pushing the ball up the floor. and getting Michigan State right into their offense. Let's see what he does here. Again, just a slight little ball screen, and Winston's going to miss that shot. Again, not his best shooting game today. I think he was just under 40% for the game. But I just do like the way that he's able to create space despite not being super explosive or super athletic or super vertical. And so I think he's shown a lot of that well. He just hasn't really finished. But he does finish a lot more in other games. I think that was another Zion 3. Looks like they're going to get a high ball screen from Ward. No, he slipped it. No pin down. Winston, nice job. Just discarding Trey Jones. And again, that's a shot he usually makes. Bang. Another really good thing that he's underrated at doing too. So a lot of times on offensive rebounds, he's immediately relocating out to the three-point line, and he's really good at finding open space to do so. So a lot of his three-pointers off the catch are off of offensive rebounds, where the big man just knows where Winston's going to be, and they'll kick it out to him, and he'll just knock down the open three because he'll be open off of the relocation because he'll take advantage of his man ball watching, going after a rebound, and then if they don't get it, Winston could have hit that one too. But if they don't get it, then all of a sudden Winston's in a wide open area to knock down a three. And again, the best, it's a philosophy that a lot of coaches and analysts subscribe to. It's just the best time to shoot a three is off of an offensive rebound just because the defense is all out of whack. They're trying to scramble. And you saw an example right that on the Winston three-pointer. Yep, here it is. Goins get the rebound. Winston relocates from the right wing to the left wing. Wide open, knocks it down. Perfect swish. All right, we get it. Zion can jump. I'm kidding. He's very good. I don't think I've had as much fun watching an NBA game in a while when it was Zion's debut, and he hadn't really had a great game all night, and then he just comes down and I think he hits 4 threes in a row. That was really fun to watch. He's going to be a very special player. That's not like a bold take or anything, but right there probably could have been a foul on Michigan State. Let's see what Winston does here. Looks like Michigan State's going to run horns. Little upper side cross screen into a great slip from Tillman, and that was awesome. The synergy between Winston and Tillman on that play was unbelievable. Tillman set a really convincing ball screen fake. He slipped it, and Winston hit him on a dime for an easy dunk for Tillman. Really awesome play. Awesome communication by Michigan State right there. Here's Winston pushing the pace again. So again, they're just kind of hard hedging. Winston got bumped on that one. Here's another screen. Goins slipped it. Yeah, that's just going to get erased every time. Winston could pass to Goins right there, and you can get the ball back. We're going to get a screen. Yep, looks like Tillman was popping, and then into a DHO screen. Winston, good kick out to Henry. Fluid movement. Let's see if Goins can hit it. He can. That's fun. That's a fun possession for Michigan State. Just the movement on that play. A lot of moving parts, and obviously Goins finishes with a nice step-in 3 off the dribble. And I'm pretty sure we all know how this game ends. If you're watching this video, I'm pretty sure you know how this game ends with Goins hitting the 3. And here comes Winston on the fast break. He's going to slow it up, recognize that he has no numbers. Good shot fake from McQuaid, and holy wow, that was a great play from McQuaid. I forgot about that finish that he had. I like how Winston in the backcourt, he'll just catch the ball on the move and he'll just immediately run into the offense. It just looks so fluid. It's not anything that really um, creates a whole lot of difference, but it looks a lot nicer and it's just a lot more fluid. Instead of just stopping, catching the ball, and then dribbling it up, Winston's just on the run. Give me the ball and let's run, So I do like that about him. It's going to be Michigan State ball. That's a media timeout, I believe, so I'll skip ahead. Posting up Tillman, and he's not going to get the roll. Zion went sky high for that block. He didn't get it, but still, that was impressive. It's fun watching Zion play after you haven't watched him play in a while, just because you get mesmerized by just his unbelievable leaping ability all over again. It's just really fun. So Winston didn't dig down there, and Zion took him one-on-one. Would have liked to see maybe a little bit of a dig down on Winston, but I understand why he doesn't. And right there, again, that's where the lack of separation skills really kind of hurts him. You saw he put Trey Jones on skates for a brief second, but he couldn't really get to that next gear and get towards the lane. I also think Duke did a nice job helping and rotating there as well. But yeah, just those types of issues will come up in the NBA. But just give him a ball screen and let him go to work. I'm pretty sure that could honestly be an NBA offense for a second unit with Winston as your point guard. Just give him a ball screen with a pick and roll, pick and pop big man, and you guys are going to get some points. So again, off ball screens again. That time, really nice job getting it to Goins, and Zion just went up and destroyed that. So that was very impressive. But Winston, again, nice job knowing where the pressure's coming from. I do like how he's kind of like a quarterback out there, too, off the pick and roll. So he's looking at Tillman first. Tillman's not there on the roll. Then he finds Goins for the open three, or what he thought was open before Zion just came out of nowhere and just swatted that thing. So we got Michigan State ball. Injury here, it looks like. Yeah, here we go. We're good. All right, so Cassius Winston with the ball right here. He's going to get a screen. Let's see what he does. Again, nice job getting around DeLaurier, and Jones with a really nice job recovering on that as well. That was pretty good. Just all around, that was very nice execution by both teams in that pick and roll sequence. Winston initially with a nice job getting around DeLaurier, then Trey Jones with a really nice job recovering and staying in front of him and just cutting off any possibility of driving that Winston had. Overall, very solid play on both ends. And it looks like we got a foul here, so we'll skip these free throws. Looks like Barrett split them. Again, you forget how awful Duke was free throw shooting in the tournament. Remember, they almost lost the game because of the UCF. It's a UCF. I think Virginia Tech, they had a lot of missed ones, and in this game, they obviously had a ton of missed free throws as well. So good job, Winston, using that initial first step, almost jab step, to get a little bit free off of the cut. Let's see what he does here. Again, another ball screen. That's just a winning play, honestly. Nothing really to really talk about, I would say, but that's just kind of, go get a bucket when you need to. Just kind of force that up. But overall, that was a really nice play from Winston. Again, not much really going for him. And again, another just right place, right time. He gets the steal. and then a nice pocket pass to Tillman is just going to finish. Bang. That's an awesome last 3 possessions from Winston right there. So initially he just goes and forces his way to the basket and gets the shot to go. Then he gets the steal, and then with a really nice pass to Tillman, and then Tillman just finishes with the major slam. And that's how quick the game can really turn with Cassius Winston. He's never really stopping. He just picks his spots so well, and all of a sudden he'll just hang a 7-0 run on you, and the opponent just won't know what hit him. Again, right there, I think he might have bothered that pass, although it resulted in a basket. But Winston, again, nice job just digging down and just trying to get a hand on the ball. And here they are in the pick and roll again. That time they're blitzing it. Really nice job just analyzing the coverage, getting it to the open Tillman. Ooh. Got a media timeout here, so I'll skip this. Winston just got another steal. I'm telling you, he's just in the right place at the right time pretty much all the time. It's pretty impressive. And this game isn't normal for him. He usually doesn't have 4 steals, but he has shown that ability to just have a nose for the ball in those types of situations. I don't know what we got there, but I'll skip it. I think they're reviewing the shot clock. I think they got it worked out now, though. Yeah. Here comes looks like a slip and pop for Goins. Winston, I think, got that blocked. Yeah, Goins almost drilled that too. Zion with a nice strong rebound. Here comes Duke. Again, I do gotta say though, Duke did a really nice job defending Winston, I think. Obviously we saw a bunch of times where they just are hard hedging screens, using that length to really bother him. And again, he hasn't had a really catastrophically bad game, obviously. He had a double-double, 20 points, 10 rebounds. But there have been some looks where he just can't see over the length. And so I do think Duke deserves a lot of credit for utilizing that scheme against him, because it has kind of wreaked havoc. Now we got... Should be Michigan State ball, yeah. So Jones is kind of just in the grill right now. Winston, good job just drawing that foul after almost losing the ball to a turnover. So here's Winston again. Looks like it's just going to be a slip again. And just a simple ball reversal. Winston set the screen. That was interesting to what he did right there. And good job from Delorier fighting for that board. Zion just kind of forcing his way through, and that's really impressive. You saw the Winston dig down again right there with his left arm, I believe. We got a timeout for Michigan State, and Izzo is pissed. Again, they're going a lot to that pick and pop action. Winston right there with a nice little push pass to Tillman for that quasi alley-oop. And Tillman with a nice soft finish. Winston, again, just really good at just kind of poking and prodding, trying to find holes. Again, I mentioned the Le'Veon Bell style of running. Winston has that same kind of style when it comes to driving. So, again, you saw it right there. Just kind of just working his way around, finding the hole, and then ultimately picking out the right pass. Winston almost got another steal right there, too. And Michigan State with a big-time rebound. And so I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yeah. So I'll skip ahead. Yeah, here we go. And this should be the Goins 3 on this possession, if I'm not mistaken. So they came out of horns. And then Winston, look at that. So I'm going to pause this and highlight that play because it just goes to show you what kind of teammate Winston is, right? So I mentioned this earlier where he's very okay with just setting screens for his teammates to get open, right? And just being a 6'1 guard, he's not afraid to just kind of put his nose in there. Watch what he does. He doesn't get an assist or a basket on this play, but he makes this play happen. Watch this again. So I will... Okay, here we go. So again, he has the ball right here. He's going to pass it to Tillman. Tillman in the high post. They're looking for McQuaid. McQuaid's not going to be open. And little Cassius Winston is going to set a pin down on Zion Williamson, the big bad Zion Williamson, right? It's going to get Goins open enough, and he's going to knock down this three. Watch. So again, right there, look at what he's doing with Zion. And Trey Jones can't really switch that because he's worried about the slip from Winston to the basket because Cam Reddish is going to the wing or to the outside corner, right? But he gets enough contact on Zion, not there in time to contest that shot. And again, that sends Michigan State to the Final Four. So that's a really just an awesome, just kind of perfect example of what Cassius Winston's all about. And yeah, ultimately sent Michigan State to the Final Four. Very fun play. Don's going to miss that, and then I think it's going to be Michigan State ball. Yeah, and there's the Goins 3 again, the replay. There's a long review here, obviously, and I'll get back right here. Oh, so it's going to be Duke ball. So I don't know why they keep stalling here. Okay, here we go. We're just going to let it run. And so again, there's 8.4 seconds left. Michigan State up 2. I don't think they can really get the ball in. You got a foul here, which is interesting. RJ Barrett, I believe, is going to miss both. Yeah, he missed the second one intentionally. Oh, he got that one to go. That's infuriating. When's he going to get the ball right here? He's going to spin out of a trap. Oh, he got fouled. So, but that's a team foul. And they weren't in a bonus yet, so we'll skip ahead here. The last play of this game is really iconic. Winston gets the ball. He escapes Trey Jones on the dribble, and then he just dribbles the ball out as the clock runs. It's very fun. I think it's right here. So Winston's going to get the ball. Again, good job releasing, and again, no one's there to catch him. He's just running away, and that's a great way to end it for him. And then that's how Michigan State went to the Final Four. Cassius Winston obviously played a huge role in it. And yeah, I'll end the video right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I know I did. It's really fun to watch prospects play in really meaningful games like we saw today, and that's part of my reason for picking this one, even though it wasn't from this season. I hope you guys learned a lot about Cassius Winston if you hadn't known a lot about him before this video. And if you did know a lot about him before this video, I hope this offered some sort of new insight. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for another breakdown. And yeah, thanks.